Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cookie Snack Attack. How are you guys doing today? Let's see. I am going to get this shared over into the Cookie Snack Attack group really quick. Maybe I'll do it really quick. We'll see. How is everyone today? And I am so curious, is it getting cooler in your neck of the woods, or are you in a much warmer climate than I am? Because it is certainly chilly here today. Certainly chilly. 49 degrees and rainy right now. Isn't that funny? Let's see. I think I about have it over to Cookie Snack Attack. Did everybody get their text alerts okay today? Just hit me up with comments over there on the side. There we go. All right, it's showing that we are in Cookie Snack Attack. We're on the Seriously Sweet main page, and it shows that we are on YouTube. I have to always double check this technology because sometimes we get a few minutes into our live streams and then we are not in all the places where I think we are. You know how that is, right? All right, so let's take a look at some comments and see who all is with me today. How are you guys doing? All right, so let me look at some comments real quick. Oh my gosh, you guys are chatty this morning. Yay. All right, let's take that off real quick and we'll come back. I want to remind you about something that's going on this weekend. Hey guys, how are you? And you'll be so happy. I have someone creating either a 1.5 minute or a 2 minute download video that I can download for a countdown timer. That way you guys can have a little bit more time to make it to the page. And then we'll have a counter spot, obviously where people can go right to what's going on. But today, you guys, if you are interested, the project that we're doing, let me slide that up a little bit. On the coffee site, which I haven't used in a while because there's been so many other ways for you to purchase and do donations, and that's been covering what we needed to cover for live streaming. But today there is a royal icing transfer if you choose to use it. You do not have to use it. And I'll explain benefits, pros and cons maybe of using it or not using it, or why I like to use it versus not using it. And then you guys make a decision from there, okay? Because it's absolutely not a necessary, like you can't live without it purchase, but I do find it super handy. All right. Hey, Robin, how are you doing? Is it chilly in Arizona in the morning and evening yet? Hello, Becky. How are you? Hi, Barbie. How's Texas, ladies? Y'all, oh, 70 degrees. Jelly right here. I like 70 degrees. I like 70 degrees with low humidity. That's like my fave ever. Like I love that. Hey, Jen, how are you? It's good to see you here today. Oh, finally dropping to the high 80s. I understand. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Hi, Carol. Allison, driving home from dog class. Oh, fun. That's cool. I hope it was a good class today. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Sally, fall time, because you are in Florida, right, Sally? So it's finally dropping to the 70s, which means your state is about to get inundated with what they call snowbirds, which are people that come to Florida just for the winter and then they fly back home when it gets too hot. Sandy, how are you? It's good to see you today. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Nicole. Renee, I am on at noon and it's 12:05. So I'm on at noon Eastern time, though. I'm not sure what time zone you're in. I'm struggling right now to pull this out of my brain where you are. But all my stuff says noon and the time doesn't change until this upcoming weekend. So I think I'm on at the right time. Hey, Kat. Hi, Bev. How are you? Yes, I can see your name this time. So Jen just popped the link in directly to the royal icing transfer template for today. But again, you do not have to purchase that. If you guys don't want to use that today, no problem. I'm going to talk to you about pros and cons on royal icing transfer templates, especially for me this time of the year with the weather changing. Ooh, balmy 37 today and humid. 37 and humid does not sound appealing, Jen. So is it at least a beautiful view? Hey, Nadine, how is it on Vancouver Island this morning? Robin, good class. Oh, good, good. I'm glad. Let's see. Hey, Mary, how are you? Hi, Sally. Hello, hello. How are you? It's good to see you. Hi, Miss Holly. How are you doing? Hey, Barbara, you're in Idaho. What's your temperature like? Jen is saying gray where she is. Hey, Cindy. Oh, good. Your cutters are there. I was going to tell you guys, and Jen loves rain, though. I don't mind the rain. I just usually like it in the spring when I'm sitting on the porch and can hear it on a nice tin roof or something, right? Hey, Michigan. How are you, Miss Cynthia? All right, so let's pop back over here for some quick housekeeping things, okay? So the beginning of the video, you can see the coffee shop link at the bottom, but Jen did drop in a direct link to today's royal icing transfer template. So you'll be able to pick that up as soon as the live stream ends on our Facebook page. So I also wanted to make sure that you guys don't forget to do this. Ooh, how did I get there? Ooh, that was interesting. Wow. Okay, I don't know what's happening right now. So let me do two things. Let me take this off so it doesn't take up so much of our screen. And then let's take this off, although it's there for people that rewatch the video later. So if you have not signed up for text alerts and you would like to receive text alerts before our live streams that occur between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my disclaimer. You might catch me live at other times, but I don't like to send texts outside of those hours because I don't want to be responsible for waking up everyone in your household if you forget to turn your phone off. So I send text alerts between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time just to help out for when social media isn't maybe functioning at its best. Now, don't forget about this, you guys. Please jump on the Cookie Snack Attack page or the Seriously Sweet store page. Find my affiliate link if you have not signed up for extended access link, because Nancy at the Colorful Cookie, who is the person who puts this event on twice a year, was so generous. She has built up everything so incredible. Like you guys will be just shocked when you see it. Not that it hasn't always been good, but it's just like she just flew into another universe with the Cookie-a-thon this time. So extended access, which is going to give you 18 months of access to over 40 tutorials, is still, I think, 40, maybe it's $49.95 right now, or $47.95. One of you guys will know for sure. You can drop it in the comments. It is free if you catch the tutorials on the days of the event, which is this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. However, if you want to do my tutorial, it is an advanced tutorial, and the tutorial is about an hour and a half long if you want the extended access tutorial. And that is where I just break every single thing down and we go step by step to create that beautiful mirrored background isomalt cookie that can be converted to a cake topper or be used as a feature cookie for a holiday table. So I have a super fast, like faster than I normally talk, 30-minute video that will go up the day of the live. If you are an advanced cookier, you're probably going to be able to take quick notes and figure it out. If you want to just do it at a slow, leisurely, relaxing pace and enjoy yourself, then you might want to purchase the extended access ticket. And if you do buy the extended access ticket, please do use the affiliate link that's on the Cookie Snack Attack page or on my Seriously Sweet on Davis Street store page. That link actually gets credit to show that I told you about it, and then I get credit for the commission for the purchase of that ticket. Okay. Now the ticket prices are going to go up as soon as the event starts. So, and they go up pretty significantly. So you want to jump in on this. If you haven't got your extended access yet, you should jump in on this before, or by midnight Thursday, because I guess Friday they go up. So read the fine print on all of that, but don't forget that's this weekend. Okay, this is for people that watch later. If you scan this cute little gift package, it will take you to a page that shows you direct link to my Cookie Snack Attack page, my Seriously Sweet page. I think maybe my coffee shop page, and definitely my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is definitely the easiest place to catch all of the replays, and they're all on there organized by date. If you haven't figured out what all the numbers are before my videos, it's always the year and then the month and then the day of the video, so that if I have to send a link back or show you where to go back to grab something, it's easier for you to find, okay? This is the big project that I will be doing at Cookie-a-thon, and I will see you at the pre-party on Friday afternoon when the artists are all going to gather in a Zoom room, and you guys are all going to be able to come in. So I'll be there if anybody wants to chat, and then I will definitely be on for my time on Saturday evening. I think I'm 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So, and also guys, Sundays, on Sunday, there's time change involved. So if you are following somebody that's on the Sunday part of the schedule, just so you don't miss them during the live, make sure you take time change into account. Okay. Then let me see what this is really quick. Oh, so this is something I told you guys last week. This is a collection of sprinkles. There's a video up, and it's the main color scheme and sprinkles we're going to be using throughout the different bonus Christmas cookies we're going to be doing, and for several of the Christmas cookies that are part of the holiday memory series. Okay, so I've got that going. Let me see. I have a red box flashing. Let's see if that's anything. I don't think I need to do anything with any of that. So let's catch up on comments and then jump in. I want to tell you what we're doing because I'm so excited. Okay, I put up a poll and I let you decide whether today was going to be fall or Christmas. So I did also already tell a few people that I was going to do that great big turkey cookie, right, a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to do a Christmas cookie today. Thank you so much for that, to let me get my fix going. Okay. I appreciate that, because I've been really chomping at the bit to do a holiday cookie. And I want to do these early enough that if you want to use them for your customers, you can get going with all of that too. Okay. So thank you for that. But we will have to break and go back and do that turkey cookie. And then I saw an awful lot of requests for a cornucopia cookie. So I'm going to check on that too. Okay. So today we're going to do day one, part one, now at noon, and I'm going to break everything down for you of what you need to have tonight to do this cookie with me. And then I think tonight we're going to do this as more of upper level, intermediate to low level advanced, because of the piping techniques and different things we're going to do on this cookie. That's how we're going to treat it today. But then I think I'm going to do up a sample for you of how to do these super quickly for profitable store cookies. So I'll have that for you too, but maybe not tonight. It may just be a photo that pops up because it would be super easy to break it down. Okay. Now let's get back up here and see if everybody is with us here. I see a few more comments. Let's see. Cynthia is here from Michigan. How are you? Let's see. Nadine is saying cloudy, gloomy, wet. She's on Vancouver Island in Canada, so I bet it is. Barbara, 46 with beautiful sunshine. I don't mind if it's cold as long as it's sunny. Cynthia is signed up. Thank you for that. Kelly, you already watched mine. I hope that everything is broken down really great for you. Yeah. Oh, 47. So $47 for the advanced purchase. And by the way, that gets you in immediately. You get to start watching all of these tutorials before the artists ever go live this weekend. So actually access started like last Saturday or Sunday, I think, for the people that purchased ahead of time. So love that. Hey, Nicole, cookie-thon and done. Awesome. Hey, Deborah. And Nicole's saying 45. It's somewhere in that range though, guys, right around 50 bucks for sure. Hey, I cannot wait. I'm so excited to do a Christmas cookie. Look, I'm just saying, I did a really good job of restraining myself and letting Halloween finish before I even thought about bringing you Christmas, because I was crazy wanting to jump off the bandwagon, do Christmas. But it's because we're planning things so far ahead of time in the cookie world, right? So my brain has been on Christmas for about a month. Actually probably longer, but a month. I'll admit to a month. I'm not going to tell you it's worse than that. Holly, Zoom room is going to be, check your emails from Nancy. There's a holiday opening party for Cookie-a-thon on Friday. So come join me there. I can't wait to chat with you guys. I know, I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite weekends of the year. If you're there on time or not. That's so funny, Bev. It's true though, right? Oh, Mary Ellen, it is looking good. I think the extra items that we had made for the box that are being created for you guys by other cookiers in our cookie group, I think all of that's going to be here by this weekend. So I'm going to let everybody get through Cookie-a-thon, but then I plan to put the boxes on sale. I should have everything packed, finished, and all that by the weekend so that all I have to do is get labels on them. I plan to put them on sale next week. I suspect that it will occur on Monday. That way I can try to get them all out next week, but it could possibly be Wednesday. It'll either be Monday or Wednesday because I have to sit there and watch it while you guys are purchasing so that if it goes off the rails or there's a tech issue, somebody doesn't miss out. And remember, guys, this one you absolutely have to set your clocks and be on time because of what's in the box. It is a limited edition box and there are only 30 of them. Okay. Now, here's the deal. I'm not going to hold any of them back this time. So every single box I have is going out, okay, at the beginning. So keep your fingers crossed because there won't be any way to replace things if something happens. So 30 boxes are going to go out. We'll replace what we can from my box, I guess, because I have to keep one box for myself to do the demo and everything with. But I suspect we'll be okay. But I want to get these things out of here before the holiday stuff starts going crazy. Oh, yeah, we had a poll yesterday, Miss Bev. I put it up last night. Let's see. Jennifer's saying she's thinking of adding peach puree and cinnamon to a cookie dough. Thoughts? Oh, that sounds good to me. That sounds like peach cobbler right there. Let us know how it goes and post a recipe if you want to share. Yes, turkey and cornucopia for sure. We're going to do them, but thank you for letting me get my fix in. Mary Ellen, I'm so glad you got your cutters. And Bev is saying adjust liquids and a little flour. So you probably already know how to do that though, right, Jen? Because you do flavorings and stuff. QR code is going to be at the beginning of the video. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up again real quick. And you've been watching. Oh, cold front, not there till, okay, well, that's pretty good. All right, Christmas in July. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Well, we're so happy you're here with us. We hope you enjoyed today. We're very chatty in the comments. So in a minute, I'm just going to get through these really quickly. Hey. The box now, no, Mary Ellen, the boxes, if you're talking about the boxes, you have to be there when they go on sale and it's all through the website. Everything is all over there, affects the inventory, the shipping, all of that. So it stays in one spot. All right, let me put these comments up in case you guys are on YouTube. You won't be able to see the ones that came in on Facebook, okay? You're in Halloween deprivation mode. You want to do more creepy cookies? You could do creepy Christmas cookies. Just saying. I'm not going to, but you could. All right, let's jump in and get started. Let me see if I can find that QR code one more time. Whew, when you go backwards, you guys, it's hard to find it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So it's in the video for a couple more seconds. I'm going to pop back to comments. Miss Jennifer is with us. So if we need links, she will put those in. You guys are going to be so happy though. Let's talk about this. All your icing consistencies for today, all of them are thick. 25, 35 seconds. You want them to be where when you pipe it, if you shake it, it will kind of settle down, but it holds its shape if you don't move it, right? We're going to pipe the prettiest cookie tonight. So let me go through colors first, and then we'll see how many of you can guess what we're doing for our holiday gift tag. Oh, you know what? I think is my sound blinking? Does my sound weird to you guys? Hold on. Let's see if we can fix this. I feel like I just got another red. Does that sound better, you guys? Because I just got a red light and I had to check the microphone. So do we sound better now? Let's see. Jen, does it sound any different or does it sound just the same? For some reason, I just got an alert. But has the sound changed at all? Okay, so I think we're okay. We're going to keep going since I think you can hear me, okay? All right, so all of these are thick consistency. So for me, around 30 seconds is fabulous. All right, so you're going to need a white or an ivory. This is what you're going to pipe your royal icing transfer with. Now, we'll come back to that in a second. If I get too far down the pike and I haven't told you why, that I want you to do it as a royal icing transfer, then somebody bring me back, okay? Keep me on track today. Then I have this beautiful, beautiful, this is Red Rose by the Sugar Art. Let's talk about that while we're here. In your picture that I put up as your thumbnail for this, I have Red Rose and Poinsettia. Now, poinsettia is a beautiful color, but for me, it doesn't quite get dark enough. However, it's absolutely fabulous to add dimension to your poinsettias by dry dusting. So red rose is the color I make to pipe my flower in. And then poinsettia is the color that I use to either paint to give my flower more dimension or dry dust with. So that's why they're both posted. They're not necessary. You don't have to do it. But if you want to kick it up a level, that's why both colors are on there. Okay. So one's a Master Elite and one is an Elite. So typically I would do this exact, if it wasn't a poinsettia, I normally do this exactly opposite of what I'm talking to you about now. Normally I would do the lighter color and then I would paint in the darker color. But for the poinsettia, I love this darker color as my base color and then dry dusting with, or sorry, red rose as my darker color and then poinsettia for the dry dusting to give it highlights, like to buff it on once it's totally dry. So I like both of these. These are the colors. So in the jar, you can't tell a huge difference, but if you actually have both colors and you make them up, you're going to see a difference. So let's set that to the side. Also thick. All right. When we get to our poinsettia today, I will show you tonight how to cut the tip of your bag so that you can do this as a tipless bag project. But on a poinsettia, you know, it has that beautiful vein down the center of the leaf. This is one of the times that I would say it's totally worth the extra cleanup to use a tip. And this is photographed, but this is a tip 67 by Wilton. And it's basically a leaf tip that has that little V notched in it, which is how you get that beautiful vein. And it's also small enough for a cookie, but large enough that you get a wide petal when you're doing the poinsettia. So we're going to do our poinsettia using the 67, and then our poinsettia leaves we're going to do with I'm going to show you that with a tipless bag. Okay. So we've got our ivory or white. I'm using ivory because I want it to be a little more antique looking, I guess. So I'm going to be using this for my royal icing transfer. This is red rose for the base color, having poinsettia set aside from Sugar Art for dry dusting. Then I have 2 shades of green. This is going to be so handy for you as you head into the holiday season. It's really nice to do all the pressure piping, but what kicks it up a notch is something so easy, but if no one's ever showed you how to do it, you probably miss it, okay? So on the green, if you're doing pressure piping to make pine needles or to make Douglas fir trees, things like that, that really scream Christmas and holidays and winter, combining 2 shades of green will really kick it up a notch because you're able to layer the colors where you can't get into those places to dry dust or paint. Okay, so just having 2 shades of this will be super handy. I'm using leaf green and avocado. Both are by Americolor. You don't have to use these, you guys. You can grab other colors to do this with, but have 2 colors that you see how they, and really you could do the ombre that I taught you how to do over the summer and do a light color and then use that same color and keep going darker. But at Christmas, these are 2 of my favorite colors to have mixed up all the time, which is leaf green and avocado. I also really love forest green, but I don't use it as much because it is such a dark color, and I use a lot of green during the holidays, and that color is more like, you know, say putting a lot of black or a lot of dark red on a cookie. It could stain tongues, teeth, lips, that sort of thing. So I prefer these 2 colors, and also laurel is beautiful, but these are the 2 I tend to do the most during the holiday or winter season. Okay. And then I would do this to kick your cookie up a notch. Remember, we're going we're going low level advanced for tonight. It's really not even upper level intermediate. We're going to talk about pressure piping and of course, you know, I like to do layers and dimensions. So you're going to need a nice brown for tonight. I wouldn't go so brown that you're on the cuspice of turning to black, This is, let me tell you which one I use. This is Buckeye Brown from Chef Master. You see how messy the jar is? Sorry. This is one that gets a lot of use, and I have several of them, okay? All right. So go to a nice brown like this. This is Buckeye Brown. So you can see in the photo that I put up earlier as well, we have a beautiful color scheme with these colors. You might as well go ahead and make some of these up. If you make too much, put a little bit in the freezer because we're going to be using it across the whole next month. I decided to try to keep all of your colors rolling forward for the Christmas sets. We're going to try to use all of these same colors so that when you're done, you're going to have a beautiful advanced level set to photograph for your cookie portfolios, okay? And a lot of fun techniques. So that's our colors. Now, if you want to get by and you don't want to do all of those, you could do just the red, just one of the greens. You could skip the brown. It's still going to be a beautiful cookie. I would really still recommend doing the white if you want to do the gift tag though, okay? So if you really just need to scrape by for tonight, as a minimum, you need these two colors, okay? But I would recommend getting the others, and I would also find your 67 tip for tonight for when I teach you how to pipe poinsettias, okay? If you have it handy. You don't have to do this because you could use your thick white royal and pipe the center of your poinsettia and then just paint it. Paint the center, the little doodads in the center of the flower with either a gold or a yellow using gel coloring, or you could use one of the FDA approved golds to paint them. But I have tons of these around. I use them at the holiday. It's the little gold beads. These in particular are easy for you guys to pick up. They're Wilton, pretty much Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, any of those places that you can run out to, they're going to have them, especially this time of year. So they're just like the little, I would say these are about the 7 mil. They look like about 7 mil, although it doesn't say that on the jar. That's what I think they are, okay? So you need some of those. You're going to need a soft brush tonight to do your dry dusting with. Just, you don't need it for tonight because we're going to be piping, so your items are going to be wet. But tomorrow, if you want to dry dust them before you photograph them, because we're going to be making pretty thick flower petals. So we want to let those set up and dry overnight. Definitely have some tweezers. This is going to make your life so much easier. I'm not going to show you something else that you could use because I'm trying to get it for you for one of the future boxes. So we're going to leave that alone. The royal icing gift tag, I'm going to be piping. I'm going to put my transfer in here and pipe directly on a cello bag. The reason I like the cello bags is because they do dry flat, whereas if you pipe on parchment or even some of the page protectors, they get ripply underneath. Now, the cello bag for this in particular is important because your gift tag is not going flat on the cookie. This is definitely going to be a rounded top cookie to look like a gift tag on top of a box would look. So let's talk through that, and then you guys can make your decision. But before I go there, let's circle back quickly to using a transfer versus not using a transfer. This area of our cookie is marked specifically to put the gift tag. So on a beginner level cookie or a cookie for profit, a cookie that you maybe don't want to spend as much time on as what we're going to do tonight, all of these areas would probably be done outline and flood so that you could move pretty quickly through your cookie. But we're going to be doing a more advanced technique tonight where we're doing pressure piping to create needles like what you would see on a Douglas fir tree. We might even add a little snow tonight. You might add it tomorrow because tonight the cookie will be too wet. But we're going to do some pressure piping for that, a poinsettia, some poinsettia leaves, and then we're going to put our gift tag in at an angle. So it's going to come in like this, as if you tied it tightly to the package. You know how they always stick up? So that's why, in particular, for these royal icing transfers, I would say use a cello bag or cello sheets like you wrap caramels in, because it'll dry flat, so it'll look cute when it's standing up. The other reason, you guys, you know this about me, depending on how much work I've done during the week, my hand is either okay steady or super shaky by the end of the week. So I always try to make my transfers up way ahead of time. Number one, because I can do them, they're finished and I can put them up. Number three, then I know it's not going to crater on the cookie, right? If you have trouble with piping transfers and sometimes they crater, you don't want it to be the last thing. The detail item is the last thing you pipe on the cookie, right? And then it craters and you've got to figure out how to get that off and redo it. So I always just eliminate all the things that could potentially become problems. So gift tags are something I can make 100 of them up and just let them dry and put them in a airtight container or a Ziploc bag. I could even heat seal them in one of my cello bags if I want to, but I can make them all ahead of time. And then I know that they're not cratered. I can, if it's something where I'm using the gift tag to literally personalize it, where it's got people's names, what if I spell the name wrong? What if I space it out wrong? I don't want to be doing that on a finished dried cookie. So especially if you're going to personalize it, do it way ahead of time, okay? And then we'll come back to this. And was there a fifth thing or fourth or fifth thing? I think there was. Let me think about what it was. So the ahead of time, if you're cooking for profit, the no cratering, if you're going to be personalizing, oh, plus it's going to make the assembly of your cookie go so fast at the end. Like the more of these things you do ahead of time, the quicker a cookie comes together at the end. And it's already dry, so you can just tuck it right in while the evergreen needles are wet and while your flour's wet. So it's going to be cemented in there really nicely. But again, that changes how you package things because this is going to have a lot of lifted details. So this is not a cookie that you then want to put in a bag like this and heat seal it because you'll break off all the beautiful detailed parts. Okay, so I think that covers it. I'm going to sketch in black so you can see what we're going to be doing tonight. If I was really sketching on this, which I won't be, and I don't recommend that you do unless you absolutely are scared to death to do it without it. But if you do have to draw on the cookie at home, yellow's great because it's very easy to hide. I'm going to do black for the purposes of video. And these are edible FDA approved ink markers. So let me just sketch for you really quickly what we're going to do on the cookie. Then I'm going to get you guys off of here so you can go enjoy lunch. And I will be back with you tonight at 7 p.m. Fingers crossed, I'm heading up onto the mountain to get some pictures of some areas where we would like to have the unplugged cookie retreat next spring. So if that works out, because it was just way too many people up there because of the fall leaves, it was not something that could be done on the day that I wanted to do it. So hopefully I'm going to get to do that for you this afternoon and take a little break out of the cookie studio. Bobby. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about favorite edible ink markers right now because I have a special guest planned for you who I would like to talk to you about the whole FDA marker thing and what it actually means when something is FDA approved versus non-toxic, or when something is FDA safe ink, but maybe it's not put together in a certified place. So I'm going to have somebody that is way more knowledgeable about all of that. But for me, for sketching, I just get these off Amazon. So that's really the point. I use those, but there's so many. I love Tweets markers. I like the food doodlers. Every marker really brings something else to the table, like the different brands. There's certain things I like about all of them. So we'll do a whole separate video on that for you shortly. And also, you guys, don't forget, we're having a special guest this month. If you are interested in learning how to paint with cocoa butter, Jen is going to be on with us. Jennifer Mosier, she's going to come on, and she is doing a poinsettia cookie for us that we're going to paint with cocoa butter. So excited about that. And then if you score one of the limited edition Christmas boxes, don't forget that you are going to be getting a sampler sugar prism kit in there, which is edible acrylic paint. So don't buy that yet, because if you snag one of those boxes, you're going to have a kit in there that's got 6 different colors as part of the items you're going to be using with your limited edition Christmas set. Okay. All right. So let's sketch on the cookie and get you guys off here to go have some lunch. I'm going to be using the tip of my cookie. Don't sketch now, even if you've baked this cookie. I'm sure you guys looked at this, and I called it a gift tag because I was trying to hide from you what it is. So now let's break it down. Okay. And you're going to be able to go at multiple levels, whatever you feel comfortable with tonight. But I'm going to sketch for you the end of what the cookie should look like. Okay. So certain points on here are for poinsettia leaves. Some leaves will be over top of the pine needles, and then the flower will be over top of all of that, okay? So this is specifically meant to be a pine needle area where we're going to blend our colors, okay? The two colors are green. Sharon, I'm expecting the limited edition kit to go up after this weekend. I'm just waiting on a couple things that we had made as specialty items for your box. And as soon as those are here, those are going to go in the boxes. They'll be sealed. And I want to get everybody through Cookie-a-thon so you guys aren't worried about jumping off to buy the box. But I will give you 2 full days notice. So let me say this. I'm not going to put, earlier I said I might put it up Monday, but I feel like I need to give you 2 days notice so that everybody gets the notice, because you're going to have to be on there when they go live to snag them, because they probably will sell out because there are only 30. All right. So let's say Wednesday, that my plan is for them to go up Wednesday of next week. I'm just going to make that decision. I'm going to write it down. And that's the day I'm going to be able to sit and babysit the tech while they're being sold. Okay. So Jen, if you'll put a little note in here for me that the limited edition Christmas kit and class, which is being sold together, those will be going up next week, and they're going to be for sale through my website. So if you haven't ordered from me before, you're going to want to go to the website and go through maybe another item that's up there, like you're going to order, and have all your stuff programmed. Also, please don't forget to add your shipping. Okay. There's a place when you order those boxes where it says local pickup or shipping, and you have to add your shipping. Okay. Debbie, I don't have the final price yet because I may move 2 things out of the limited edition kit, which will affect the price slightly, because the finished cookie is crazy, incredible, beautiful, but we aren't going to need a couple of the things I anticipated needing. So since the class and the box and everything are going together, I'm going to try to pull 2 things back out of the kit, and then I've got the freebies going into the kit. So I won't know that info till next Monday, but I promise I'll come on and do a video. I'll show you everything that's going to be in the kit, and I'm going to break my own rule, and I'm going to show you the cookie ahead of time. Okay. Because I don't want you to spend that much money on the kit and the class, which is being sold together. And it's the only way that you can get the cookie cutter and the class is if you purchase the box. Okay. It's very limited edition. It's for my hardcore cookiers. So I want you to see what you're going to be making, just to make sure that you're all in, because it is definitely going to have a couple breakout videos with it for things you're going to want to prep ahead of time. And then it will still, even with the breakout videos, it's still going to take us about 3.5 hours to put the final cookie together. Okay. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. I hope you will love it as much as I do. All right, let's jump back to this though. Okay. So this is going to be one of our needle areas, like think Douglas fir tree. This is going to be a needle area. My own screen there. This is meant to be a needle area. Okay, if you want to, you can make this a needle area and then pipe your poinsettia leaf on top of that. But this is actually in my sketch as a poinsettia leaf. Okay, and this is on here as my poinsettia. And here, poinsettia, and then there's going to be over, right? And then we're going to go back in underneath the actual poinsettia leaves, and we're going to poinsettia petals, and we're going to pipe leaves. So it's going to be very lifted, okay? And then this is meant to be, we're going to do pressure piping to create our stem areas here. By the way, guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, you can use all of these areas. The reason I did the cookie cutter this way is because you're going to be able to use this for wedding florals as well. You're going to be stuck for a little bit seeing it as only Christmas. But then if you break the cookie down, you're going to be able to see that you can pipe eucalyptus here. You can do a big sunflower here. There's all kinds of different things you're going to be able to do with this. Okay. So also we're going to have under here, we're going to have the pressure piping and have our needles. Okay. And if you happen to have these handy, it was one of the things that I suggested that you guys pick up. I am going to add some of these tonight because I love little red berries at Christmas time. So we're going to add a few of these into the piping tonight. If you don't have them, no big deal. This is your area for your gift tag. And in that royal icing transfer, if you, let me pull this over. If you've gone over and looked at it, it's not a normal gift tag because I like curvy because it just, I don't know, it has a less, we have so much angular on the cookie and so much pointy that I made you a curvy gift tag so that it just has a little more frill to it to break it up a little bit, which is one of the things that when you're designing a cookie, you're trying to balance, right? How much is sharp and angular, and then how much can you get a different shape in there, or a curve, or something less, I don't want to say feminine because it's a gift tag, but just something softer maybe. So the gift tag itself is shaped like this, but then the tag at the top is more rounded like this. And then we're going to leave an opening in there. And then at an angle, we're going to come in the cookie at an angle after we pipe all of the evergreen sprigs. And we're going to come in at an angle so it's lifted. And we're just going to tuck it under the poinsettia. So we say poinsettia or poinsettia. There are two schools of thought. So for you all in the video, I'm working it in both ways so that you don't send me a message later and say something about it. All right, so this is our basic design for this cookie. I can't wait for you to see it finished because it's really gorgeous. But I'm not going to spill the beans early on this one. I'm only going to spill the beans early on the Christmas kit, okay? I would be expecting something around $125 plus your shipping. That includes your class and your kit this time, class and kit, which frankly is a deal because this cookie could be taught as a 4-hour class with me providing your cookies baked and your supplies for $225 easily. It's that level class, you guys. So this is your Christmas special. I hope that you are able to snag one. And once you've created it the way that I'm going to teach you how to create it, you can back it up at several stages and go intermediate or beginner with your cookie cutter shape, okay? But remember, the only way to get the cookie cutter shape is by buying the box. The only way to take the class this time is by buying the box. And I'm not saying I'm going to do this all the time, but I did want you to have something super limited edition with all kinds of extra little gifty things in your box for the holiday this season, just to celebrate what a fantastic year we've had with Cookie Snack Attack. Oh, also, you guys, I forgot to load. You beginners will be totally fine, I promise you, because you know how I teach. I break everything down to the smallest detail so you know why you're doing what you're doing and how to do it. And I always try to walk you through how you can tweak something. I like to teach on a very advanced level or lower level, advanced level for you guys, but then tell you how to bring it back down if you need to make it one of your feature cookies in a set, or to make it more cookie for profit cookie, right? Because I know we all think about those things. Now, the reason I do that, if you guys have ever wondered why I do that, is because if you have a bakery or you cookie for profit, sometimes the cookies are quite beautiful when you design them, and you design them to be fast, and your customers are super happy. But for you as a creative type, sometimes it becomes a little less challenging once you've cranked out 500 of the same cookie. So what I'm trying to do for you is to always whet that creative part of your spirit to entice you to just go a little bit further and learn a little bit more, so that you're still cooking for that inner part of yourself that loves to make creative pieces as well. So absolutely, beginners will be totally okay with this because it will be step by step. There will be breakout videos, and you're going to be shocked at how well you do with this. And once again, it's going to come down to preparation and icing consistency. All right. So let me see if I missed anything over here. And I hope you guys are going to do this with me tonight. Also, you guys, if you don't have your cookie cutters yet or this shape, just grab a plaque cookie. Everything we're going to do tonight, you could do on a plaque cookie cutter, or a rectangular cookie, or a round cookie with just minimal tweaking. Okay. Let's see. I see a thread over here going about Master, Elite, and Elite. Okay, Kat, I'm going to bring a color chart tonight to show you, but I think they got your question answered, but let's talk about that real quick. Master Elites are not always, the color that they're going to make is not always what they look like in the jar. It is a water activated, very intense coloring. So when I talk about dry dusting, that's why I always talk to you about dry dusting with elite colors, because elite colors are really what's in the jar. Do you see what I mean? And although these two colors look the same, I promise you when you water activate them both, they are not the same. But we don't do a lot of dry dusting with Master Elite. We do a lot of dry dusting with Elite because it is the color that's in the jar. So that's good too. But sterling pearls are sparkly. So there, we use them a lot to like create shimmers and shines and luster on a cookie. And by the way, if you have Brilliant Sparkle, you can bring some Brilliant Sparkle to the party for tonight, but you won't use it till tomorrow till your cookie is dry. So does anybody else? Oh, you do, Nadine? You like that I do the cookie for profit? Yeah, I just think it's really important to, for me, I love doing these videos for you guys because you guys allow me to do that next level stuff that I don't get to do all the time in the store, right? Or for people that are doing custom orders even, because these are cookies where you wouldn't do all 60 cookies the same way, right? In a 5 dozen set, you would just add 1 or 2 of these in, and then the others would be a more calmed down variety, I guess. But I definitely will be breaking it down for you. Jen has put this up. This is going to be on the Facebook page, so you'll be able to see it, the limited edition Christmas kit and class. This is the only time I've sold the kit and class together. So it's together because it's limited edition and because you can only do the class if you bought the kit, okay? Because this is it's really a test for me too, because it's a very advanced cookie. There's a lot going on. And I might even, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I was just going to say I might show you tonight, but I'm not going to because that gives you well over a week and I don't want to do that. I want you to focus on Cookie-a-thon, okay? Don't get upset with me. You know I like to give you all of the Allison, that's terrible. No, it's brought down to where you can do things faster, because the more times you have to pick up a scribe or the more times you have to shake a cookie, time is money and you can't make as many things. And so I'm always trying to bring you down to a cookie that you can do fast, that's gorgeous, but then one that challenges you as an artist, because I think you need to be running that whole spectrum or you kind of eventually get burnout. And I don't want you to have that, right? Okay, Bobby, I have not announced the date yet because I'm waiting on one thing to be sure. But what I suspect is that that class is going to be the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So because immediately the week after that is when we're going to do, so what I'm thinking is December 4th, that Saturday night is when we're probably going to do the advanced class, because then the week after is when we'll have the class for the regular Christmas kit. I should mention that too, just so you guys don't panic. There's actually 2 Christmas projects happening. There's the limited edition Christmas kit with class that's 1 monster cookie that can be turned into a cake topper or used as a table display cookie, like a feature cookie or something for your mantle for the holiday season. That's the class and the kit together. Then separately, there will be a Christmas kit for sale that the kit will be sold by itself. The class will be sold separate because not everyone is going to need the kit in order to do the class. So it will be sold like the other kits have been sold, so that you'll get a supply list if you purchase the class and you can gather your own things and make substitutions, because a lot of what's in there, a more experienced cookier is already going to have those things, okay? So there's 2 things coming. So don't worry if you don't get the limited edition, you're still going to have a chance to do a really fun Christmas class, and it also has different techniques in it. You may want to do them both, I don't know. But there will be 2 things up, and that class, that kit, the second one that is going to be sold separately from its class, there are 42 of those available for sale. So I'm sure between all of that, we can get something into everyone's hands, okay? All right, I'll see you tonight at 7. Hopefully, I'm going to go get us some more information so that we can start locking down dates and rates and all of that sort of stuff for the Seriously Sweet Cookie Snack Attack Unplugged Cookie Retreat that we are attempting to make an annual event. This will be our first one up on Skyline Drive in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, and we are hoping for it to be next spring. So that's what I have to work out. I am having to juggle and balance. No, Jen, December 4th will be the class for the limited edition box. December 11th will be for the regular Christmas box class. That's classes, though, not when the boxes are going to release. We're going to get these boxes out of here as soon as all the items are here and let you just purchase them and hang on to them, because I don't want your boxes to be tied up in holiday shipping because they're already saying madhouse. What was I telling you? Okay, so the snack attack, the unplugged retreat. So I'm balancing. There's more people interested in the event that I anticipated for a first year event. So that may affect our date that we can go and the rate. Because if there's more people, we can usually get a better rate on the conference hall. And since there's more people, I'm going to actually be asking for more usage of that conference hall. And so the current plan, you guys, so excited, the entire cookie retreat will be themed around the Blue Ridge Mountains. And yes, that includes your cookie too. It includes all of the side activities that you can choose to participate in or not participate in. It's going to be totally up to you. But it's all going to be themed around that. And you're going to leave with a fantastic set of cookies with a ton of techniques. I mean, just sketching what I sketched and what we're going to do. We're going to be cookieing for 4 to 5 hours a day on the 4 days that we're cookieing. Plus, I have some potential offsite activities that if you come in a day early, you might be able to participate in those. If you've never been to my area of the country before, there's some pretty spectacular things that are not available in other places. So I'm trying to plan a day trip for you guys too, that if you come in a day early, that it's just going to be all socializing. Okay. Let me see this last question. Bobby, if you're talking about the second Christmas kit, I don't ever put the class up at the same time because the kits usually sell out. So we focus on just the kit so that there's no confusion. I like things that are not confusing. So when the second kit goes up, where you're able to purchase the kit separately from the class, the kit will be sold by itself, and then 2 days later we'll put the class up, okay? Because we don't want any confusion, and we don't want anyone to miss purchasing their box because they're fooling around with a second item or trying to check out and something goes wrong. Like I don't want any of the tech stuff to interfere with people grabbing boxes. Hope that sounds okay. Does that make sense? Okay, Jen, this is perfect. Thank you for helping me out today, Jen. So the limited edition class and box that come together as one, that class is going to be December 4th. The class that can be purchased separately that we're doing 6 Christmas cookies in, that has a kit that can be purchased or not purchased separately, that is on December 11th. Okay, I'm going to see you guys tonight at 7. Can't wait to make this cookie and kick off our holiday cookie season. Okay, you guys have a fabulous afternoon. If you have any questions, message me. I'll probably be out of the loop for about 4 hours because there's limited cell service where I'm going, but I will be back in time to catch up with you before class tonight. Okay, have a fabulous day and welcome to November.